Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's good?
Not much, baby boy. What's going on, Slackers? Welcome back. We got episode 73 popping off. Another fun-filled week of sports, you know what I'm saying?
Lots of stuff going on for sure. It was a good weekend in sports.
Absolutely. It's crazy, man. Only 7 days goes by, but still so much happens, man. It's crazy.
Every time.
Yeah. Love
Every
it.
time. Yes, gotta love it. But you're rocking with your boys A-Dub and Strizzy. We appreciate everybody gathering in. We appreciate all our slackers out there. Don't be afraid during the show to like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. You know how it goes with the YouTubes.
Absolutely. Yeah, with YouTube too. Just a quick reminder. If you're already subscribed, go ahead and turn notifications on too. So in the event you miss us, we always post to the Instagram story reminding you guys when we're going live on Tuesday nights. But if you have your notifications turned on, it'll let you know as soon as we go live. So turn on so you never miss out.
Yeah, for sure. And that is something that Strizzy and I talked about earlier today. We're going to try to go live a little bit more. For instance, I feel like we missed an opportunity when the Harden trade went down. I know we're going to talk about that later, but that's one of those times when things like that are happening. We want to, just jump in and really just go live real quick. Have a quick video just to kind of give our instant reactions, but we're definitely going to do that later today on the show.
For sure.
My sister checking in, Kelly Williams. That's what's up.
What's up, Kels?
Hey there. I know she's excited about something we're going to talk about real quick too, but let's go ahead and get to it. Hit this intro real quick.
Intro.
And we back.
Absolutely. What's up, Bobby? Welcome in, man. Nice to have you back again.
Guess who's back? Back again. Loves to hit us with the multiple comments. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. Real quick, shameless plug too. I know we talked about following the podcast, but as y'all know, me and A-Dub both got our own personal YouTubes as well. So if you're not following our personal YouTube, check those out too. A-Dub, what's yours called again?
Mine is Alexander Williams. That's it. Just straight
really
like that.
Easy enough. I'm saying mine's Strizzy too. So check both of those out as well. Those two producer Marcus also has his own YouTube channel as well, but I think it's Mad Pro, right? Mad Pro.
Yeah, I think it's Mad Pro. Actually, let's hear from the Mad Pro himself real quick. We do have him in the building.
Absolutely.
What's good, man? What's good?
What up, everybody? Hey, don't follow me on YouTube. I
he said it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Look, our boy's been busy.
Up on there.
Our boy's been busy. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. He's been killing it lately. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't take us out no more. He's busy. You know what I'm saying? He big time now. Shout out to our boy though. He really is out there killing it, man. We see the photo shoots and everything else, man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
We're just trying to get like you, honestly.
100%.
Get our content together for sure. So
100%.
Yeah. And then Anthony Wesson, what's good? Joining in. We appreciate you as always. Stephanie Washington too. Welcome. We appreciate you coming back. Post them in the comments. Yes, we'll do that.
We will do so for sure.
Thank you. That's a great idea. Yeah, we'll make sure we put them in the comments so everybody can link up that. And the TikTok plug. What's the TikTok numbers like?
Man, I just gained about 2,000 followers in the last 2 days. So I'm at the 14,000 now.
Nice.
I was sitting at 12 for a hot minute, but yeah, I had three videos actually go super viral. So I picked up another 2,000 followers in 2 days. So
you see,
legit, man. It's moving, man. I'm loving it. It's fun. It's not work. So when it's not work, you know what I mean? It's blessed. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Get your Twisted Teas ready, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Influencer level, you know what I'm saying? We've seen the growth though, right here on Say Like a Champ from seeing you go through all that when you started and stuff. So that's what's up, man. We're definitely rooting for you and we love to see it.
But that's struggle, but I'm learning, you know what I mean?
Hey, just like with this podcast, we just keep trying to get a little bit better every week.
Every day.
And with that said, let's go ahead and get into our first topic. Let's do what we do real quick.
Yes, sir.
What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it.
NFL Talk. Week 2 of the playoffs is said and done. We got to start it off by giving my sister a big shout out. She won this week, and this is in the Yahoo Pick'em. Her name is Here for the Snacks. That's what's up. So we definitely got to give her a big shout out. She knows what to do. She's excited. That's the reason why she's here today early too. She's like, I'm ready. Give me my
Absolutely.
No, but big shout out. So that means that's sad for me though, because now that means I'm the only person in my family did not win at least 1 week.
Pops, moms, and sister got it. Dang.
Yeah.
And mom,
So-
she got a couple times. Huh?
I got a whole
Pops did too?
Yeah, I got a whole couple of months or a whole off season to have to deal with that. So actually there's one more chance for me there. We are doing the picks one more time before the Super Bowl for this last playoff. There's only 2 games, so it's gonna really come down to those tiebreakers. It's really gonna come down to that score. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
I got one last chance though. This is my last hope, so I'm gonna throw it up there and see what happens. But definitely she will get a Super Bowl square in our Super Bowl squares. And if you guys are interested in that, just hit us up so you can get a part of that. You can get yourself a number though. And yeah, so that's what's up. Better late than never. So man, that sucks though. But all right. Let's talk about the games real quick though. Starting with the Rams versus the Green Bay Packers. What did you guys think? Let's just kind of roll through these 4 games real quick, give them some impressions.
Yeah. How do you feel, Marcus? How did you like the game?
Oh, it was cool. The game was kind of close at the beginning, then all of a sudden it just kind of went away with it. So I felt bad for when I seen Donald kind of shed some tears. I was like, dang man, I didn't think nobody would share it too, because your quarterback was hurt. You got he's hurt too. That's probably why. But I guess he just he really wanted to. I don't remember him seeing him cry at the Super Bowl, but this game I don't know what the emotion was. Maybe just some other stuff that happened, but seeing his emotions kind of like, dang man, he really wanted this game or something. So other than that, I knew the Packers were gonna win, but it was a kind of a competitive game at the beginning. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I agree with you. I think the tears that he shed had a lot more to do with the amount of possessions that he had to sit out. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't in the game the whole game, and a guy of his caliber, he wants to be down there for every play. Defense 1 through 3. So I think that had a little bit to do with it. It just upset. Like, man, if I was in there more, could have done more. Like you said too, Jared Goff too, the injury, but I think Anthony had a really good point. He said, "Don't have enough offense." You know what I mean? Cam Akers came on at the very, very end of the season, but that still never wasn't enough. Goff, he had some last tough 2 games against the Green Bay Packers and against the Seattle Seahawks. So just didn't play very well. They don't have a deep threat. The deep threats that they've had over the last couple of years, they've let go. So they have a lot of slot receivers, in my opinion, and those slot receivers are also playing the wideout. So, and then also too, they also lost Kupp as well. That's Cooper Kupp too. So
that's tough.
Yeah, that's huge because that's their best receiver, in my opinion. So they lost a lot of pieces to go up against a really, really good, talented offensive and a better defensive team that they've had in the past with the Green Bay Packers. So it was rough. I think we kind of. I wanted the Rams to win. Yeah, I wanted the Rams to win. I really, really did. But Green Bay's rolling, man. I think they're on the way to the bowl.
Yeah, and I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, but I do respect what he does. But I mean, the Rams, like you said, they kind of were a little undermanned. They weren't, we didn't really expect them. But when they got it to like 25-18 or 17, I think it was 25-17. When they got with the 8, I was like, oh, maybe they could do it. And then Green Bay went on a long run right after that. I was like, man, so that was tough. For sure, but real quick over here, we do have Grace joining. What's up? What's up? She said, "Good job, Kelly."
What's up, Grace?
And Mom's joining too. Way to go, Kelly! A little shade, but you know how she does.
I feel good. No, she do it to everybody. Then she throw jabs at everybody.
Exactly. Everybody's fair game.
Everybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Mom's rolls.
That's funny.
I love it. Yeah, that's how you know she love you though. That's how you know she love you though.
Right.
But she might be a little bitter because her team lost too. Yeah.
Yeah, she did think her Rams could pull it off. And Anthony Weston says he thinks McVay might bring in another quarterback. There's some speculation about that because he's like he doesn't trust him anymore. But
dang, I didn't know about that. Like, dang,
I mean,
they brought it up.
and I guess they were saying like, oh, he just doesn't have confidence right now. Like that was before the thumb, and then the thumb made it worse.
they
I'm
went to
like,
the playoffs though, so why?
I don't know. And
But
they got a lot of
I
money.
agree.
Contract too, right?
Yeah, he
He
got
did a couple years ago, yeah. And I agree with McVay though. There have been some games, even the Super Bowl run. Goff had some good games, but he also had some games too where you're just like, is he that guy? You know what I mean? Like he has had a couple of questionable games as far as
Marcus said it before though. Like Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Like
for sure,
Goff can do enough,
He
but,
can,
I mean,
and I agree. Like with McVay though, I think McVay kind of disguises some of his faults though, because McVay is say what you want about him, and he's a phenomenal coach.
But
like,
you gotta at least give him a Pro Bowl receiver. Like I don't think he has one. So our Pro Bowl Todd Gurley gone too, so he never have a Pro Bowl running back either. So before they try to get rid of him, you gotta get him somebody in there too. At least get him because like I said, Cooper Kupp is good, and then you got Woods is good, but they're not on Pro Bowlers, So I think wait till you get him at least some little help. Then you say that, So he overcame Fisher, who said he was no good, and he came out and did well. So
I
don't know.
No, I completely agree with that, and like I said, I think part of that too, like the Super Bowl run 2 seasons ago, I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago now.
2018, so I guess it would be like 3 Super Bowls.
Exactly. After this, 3 Super Bowls ago. But they had some really nice receivers that year. You know what I mean? Like they had the two that they had now in Kupp and Woods, but they also had what's the boy's name who used to play for the Saints?
Brian Cooks.
Yeah, Cooks as well. And Cooks was kind of like their best deep threat. Exactly. So they had 2 really, really good kind of slot guys who could kill it in the on the seams, short game, and then also who could kill it out deep. Also, the defense has been stout since then as well. So
the defense did help them this year. I didn't realize they ended up #1 defense.
I know
exactly. So
and they got Aaron Donald holding it down up front, and then in the back, the corner. But that's about it. I mean, other than that, it's like not a lot of stars on the defense.
Right, but they definitely do just enough, man. And I don't know. We'll see. I don't think McVay necessarily has lost like all his confidence in Goff, but I think he thinks that Goff is comfortable and he just wants him to get competitive again. You know what I mean? I think he wants to bring in another quarterback to be like, we have nobody sitting behind you that if you go down, your job is worried about. You know what I mean?
Even that one dude came in looking pretty slick until they broke it up.
Right? Yeah.
But that thing, the dude, they say he broke his neck. I'm like, but he walked off the field like he looked like he was dazed. But he,
I think maybe it was just like maybe a minor fracture in there. I don't know. I mean, nothing minor. We talk about
because he had a neck brace on in an ambulance. I'm like, whoa, what happened? So. Yeah. But I kind of like I really don't care about Goff or Wentz. I like it because that makes Zach. He's the only one hadn't got paid, and he's the best quarterback out of that drop. So I'm like,
absolutely,
that's
cool. So
that money's coming soon.
He has to. Now, like these 2 dudes like about to lose their job. Well, one of them lost their job, and he got paid. So come on, Jerry. Like, go on.
Come on, Jerry.
Open up that pocketbook.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
All right. The night game after that, what was the Ravens Bills? Was on the Saturday nightcap. And the Ravens didn't have much to come with. Lamar went out of the game, but he did throw that pick 6. That was tough. That hurt. What did you guys think though of that game?
I think it was a good game though. I don't think both teams played their best game. I think both had like a subpar game because if it wasn't for that interception for 6, I don't think what I'm saying. You never know what would happen, So that defense, it kind of helped them out a lot because they weren't scoring the ball, but. I just like the Buffalo Bills right now, man. I think they're dope. So I hope they sorry, Anthony. That's my best friend. That's my boy though. But I don't know, man.
Well, tell him they went off last week.
Yeah, but I like the game. I'm gonna put it like that. I think it was a good game. I watched the whole game. I like the whole game how it went. I was saying a little more scoring, but Lamar, people praise him when they win. When they lose, they like, oh, he's on the receivers, but Nah, it's something with him too. So he gotta get a little better, which I think he will get better next year because he's progressing. But he has to stop the running. He gotta stop the running, like not so much, So hopefully he in the offseason he get a little more like some help receivers, you know what I'm saying, and then work on his throwing because you can't his career gonna end soon, So he gotta kind of stop with that running stuff. So but I'm a fan of the Buffalo.
Yeah, I feel on that. Me and David was on the show about a month or so ago, a little over a month or two ago, and he's a big Ravens fan too. You already know Ravens are my secondary AFC squad, and man, the offense is just god awful. I mean, like I don't know if they're gonna bring Greg Roman back for another year or something like that, but the offense is the best when the offense falls apart, when the play falls apart. You know what I'm saying? When the play falls apart is when the offense looks the best, and that can't happen. The designated, like Marcus said, the designated runs, that's what defenses are set up for. So the designated runs aren't working anymore. You know what I mean? They only work when he's supposed to pass the ball.
Nobody's catch the man coverage.
Exactly. No one's open, and then he can just take off because the field's, all he sees is green. You know what I mean? So he picks up 30, 35. That can't happen anymore. I've seen him do it. Lamar can throw. I've seen him have some spectacular throwing games, but he definitely needs some new help. I think they should move Marquise Brown over to the slot receiver. But check this out, though. So next year, some of the wide receiver free agents that are on the market, you got A.J. Green, you got Allen Robinson, you got T.Y. Hilton, Sammy Watkins, Corey Davis is on there.
Juju.
Exactly. Juju's on there. Will Fuller's on there. Chris Godwin from the Bucs is on there as well. DeMarcus Robinson from Kansas City. There's a lot of guys who are Curtis Samuel from the Panthers who had a phenomenal year this year.
Potentially.
Dude, exactly. So they
need two of those, though, right, Triz?
Say that again?
You need at least two of them out of that those people you call, right? You could take two of them at least.
At least you can. At least,
yeah.
At least,
I know you said Godwin last week. So who's another one out of that bunch you think you would like to see with them?
With the Ravens?
Yeah,
I think Galladay could be good.
Even Allen Robinson, because he produced in Chicago.
Allen Robinson is actually my favorite. So
you said Galladay from Detroit?
Yeah, from Detroit.
He's a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent next year.
And he only played in like 2-3 games last year.
Right. But think of this: Allen Robinson has been so when he's healthy, has been so productive with some of like the worst quarterbacks he's ever could possibly had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like his best quarterback arguably was Mitch. Truthfully, that's probably the best quarterback he's had ever. So I'm thinking like, dude, if they can grab Allen Robinson, like I think that'd be a really, really big pickup for them because he does it all. He's a great route runner. He can play slot. He can play deep.
But he's not that big though. Is he? Is he a big receiver? You consider big?
No, but he's not DK Metcalf big. You know what I mean? But
I don't know. You want to get another small guy though? Do you want another small guy? You got Hollywood.
He's medium.
He's not tiny. He's not tiny. You know, so he's not a super small dude.
He's not big, but he's not little for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's not your 6'4" type dude.
He's like a Amari Cooper like size.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But I think he'd definitely be really, really legit. Like they've got options, man. And I know they talked about they wanted to resign Lamar during this offseason. Lamar's got 2 more years on his deal, man. Like y'all need offensive help. Go after some receivers. Defense is pretty much locked down.
Yeah, but Lamar might want to resign because he's still on his rookie deal. He needs to get some money, some security, right?
Tough. You know what I mean? I hate to say that because he is that good. He is their future. He knows he's their future. Homeboy's gonna get paid, but it's like
he might not. I mean, he might. I don't know. He might not feel that way. He runs around a lot. He gets hurt. You know.
Bobby said, "Ain't nobody DK big." So he's
for real.
So he considered a large. So if Robinson meet him, he's a large.
Right.
So he's a double X. That's what he.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel it. I completely agree. But like I just think sometimes like, you know, one of the biggest problems is like the Ravens pass like 17 to 20 times a game. Like they got to be better than that. Like, and they've been the number 1 rushing team in the league, but 60 of those yards come from Lamar. It's not all their running back. So it's kind of that stat is also kind of skewed a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, they're the best running team in the league. They run this, they run that. But when you're getting 60, 65 yards a game from your quarterback, you know, it's not all coming from your 3-4 running backs y'all using and stuff. So he definitely needs some receiver help for sure.
They also cut Ingram too, so he's gone.
They cut Ingram, yeah.
You think he's done? I just want to pick him up.
No, somebody else will give him a chance. I think so. It's just for them, they were like, all right, we loaded up too much at this position.
Exactly. And
But
Dobbins picked up and did pretty well. So there was like,
you remember like week 8 or 9 or something, Ingram was like, they're writing me out of the playbook, like this is BS, and everyone's like, oh, why is he getting so upset? This is why he saw it coming. Like he saw it coming. But yeah, like Anthony Weston says, maybe they need a new offensive coordinator.
They do.
I mean, that's the thing with Greg Roman. The same thing happened when he was with San Francisco. Like he got them with Kaepernick like to a Super Bowl.
One year,
like the very next year, it was over with. That was last year. That's why I always like to throw caution when people get so excited, like, oh, this can't be stopped, and what's going to happen next? And he's only this. Oh, hey, nothing's as good as it seems. You know what I'm saying? Like last year,
Greg Roman's good for 1 year, man.
And then he kind of gets figured out. So we'll see what happens with that. But the Bills are moving on, and we will be making our picks towards the end of the show. We'll make some quick picks, but let's move to Sunday though. In the early morning, we did have the Chiefs and the Browns. Man, the big story, obviously, of this one, Mahomes with the hit, getting wrangled on his neck and everything, and going out with that concussion. But what did you guys think of the game overall?
I think it was okay. It was a competitive game, and when it started, but I was kind of worried about Mahomes' foot too because his foot was hurt. I think that's the main reason he didn't come back in the game. I think if he had a foot injury, I think he would have probably tried to make it in because I guess he running the tunnel and everything like he was okay. But everybody expected them to win. But I think the Browns missed some opportunities that they could have made it really competitive, Yeah. So if they would have capitalized on those, you never know what could have happened. So they made a couple of mistakes, which I think they'll get better on them. But other than that, I think everybody expected the Chiefs to win. So
I agree.
Shout out to our
what
first.
about
She said poor Mahomes, and I definitely feel like we were all feeling like that. But Strizzy, go ahead.
I was gonna say, shout out to the coaching staff too, man. You never would have known that Mahomes wasn't in the game.
I wouldn't say that was
I knew. I think we knew.
I was gonna say, Chad Henne came in. He still made things happen.
He almost messed up too, though.
Possible.
Yeah.
He definitely came in there and continue to hold it down. But I think this game, to me, more so was kind of more of a hats off to the Browns. Though they really haven't held their own in this game. You know what I mean? They didn't come in here and get it completely blown out.
Right.
Arguably the best offense in the league. Yeah, that everybody really thought was probably going to happen. They played well. They played well pretty much all year, and I think this is a different Browns team that we're going to see for the next couple of years. And kind of how A-Dub had mentioned, with Odell being absent, you kind of missed that big playability. You know what I mean? Where at any given moment, Odell can go off and turn a slant to a touchdown, and they get him back next year. So we'll see. I think it was a good game, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
I don't agree with that one, Bobby. I don't think it's gonna be no blowout. I don't think it was going.
Both Bobby and Anthony Weston say it was gonna be a blowout if he played the whole game.
Because he got hurt. He got hurt
a couple field goals.
He got hurt towards the third quarter. Was it in the third quarter he got hurt, or was it earlier than that?
No, it was like middle of the third quarter. I thought.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it would have been a blowout, but I think they could have. But that play that Andy Reid called though, that 4th and 1, that was like so dope. I just knew because Romo was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna jump them off," and when he hiked them, like,
I wasn't listening to Romo either though. I was like, "No, they're gonna run play."
I think they're gonna
offense.
They don't run play. They're gonna do a run play. But when he started pulling out, I'm like, "What are he doing?" And I seen Tariq. I was like, "Oh, okay." So that was actually like a dope thing. That's why I said I don't think it was be a blowout. I think it would be competitive. But
hey, the Chiefs' kingdom says differently. It was 2 scores came in the third and driving for a score. Anthony says it was.
Nah, I don't think it was. I don't know. Well, it depends what's a blowout to you. It's a blowout to me is like 3 touchdowns more. That would have been a blowout to me, but
got
I
you.
don't know, but
they're saying though it wasn't going to be as close as it was. Like I mean,
yeah, probably so.
Gotcha. Sure. Before we get into that last game, though, do have to welcome our boy, brother Eric, under the A-Dot profile today. Peace, beloveds.
Thank you. I was wondering who it was. He got so many profiles, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's got the. We haven't even seen the burner. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
hey, let us know somebody after you, Eric. We got your back, man. Just let us know, man.
You need to place the way low.
Oh man, but all right, let's get into this last one. It was the Buccaneers at the Saints, and I did like this game. Eileen says Bucks all the way. I don't know what she means exactly by that, so we might have to have some clarification.
I
But
think she's going for the Bucks, like of these teams. Yeah.
And what are we playing the violin for, Marcus? Talk to us.
But Drew Brees is done.
Yeah,
It's over. Like he's the sweet the fat lady song. I think he's done and he knows it. So
yeah.
I don't know. But me personally, I still think he's gonna play one more year because you can't go out like that.
You can. He's gone out like that for the last 3 years. Like he's literally gone out in the playoffs at home 3 years in a row.
And throwing that pick, like
right. And I, you know, Mark, my boy. You know, I'm just messing with you, but like, I feel like it's time for 3 seasons now. Like, you haven't been able to come in to throw a ball past 20 yards, like on your own.
Looking bad.
Taysom Hill's been doing it for 2 years, and now him and Winston did it this year for him.
In this game, we saw the only way they got a scoring touchdown, they had to put a real quarterback in the game.
Oh man.
I wouldn't say it's 3 years because the pass interference wasn't his fault.
No.
And then the Stephon Diggs, the Williams missing that tackle wasn't his fault. I think this year was definitely his fault. Like he didn't look good, but
couldn't get the ball down the field. Yeah.
But then you had a hurt Michael Thomas. You know, he's hurt still. He wanted that. He tried. You know, he wasn't that guy. And then you had some injuries. I don't know what's up with Swiss Army Knife. He didn't play either, so that was kind of
his foot or his ankle. I think it was.
I think it's something. I don't know. It just kind of didn't sit with me. Because Michael Thomas was hurt, like he's been hurt all year, and he went out there, and you could tell he was hurt. He still played, so that just was kind of weird to me. And then Winston, he threw a touchdown. So to me, like when he threw those interceptions, I was like maybe put him in a little bit, but I guess they all knew that it might be it for him. Let him go ahead and finish it out. But I would have put Winston in at least a little bit more. You know, he's not like the other guy, but I don't know. I would try him a little bit more.
That's why I'm saying, though, I agree. Bobby says he has got to hang it up with that weak arm. His 11 throwing deeper. Anthony says no deep threat. I wonder if Winston would have been better. And that's my kind of thing, too. I just feel like when he went down the first time, if they would have just went with Winston and been like, all right, let's just see. And then he played those 3-4 games in a row. Maybe they're like, get that offense going because he can throw the ball. But I don't know. But on the Bucs side, they did do their thing. Yeah. I know their defense did their thing. I know some people are sick of Tom Brady, you know, seeing him go over and over, but I kind of like it.
Are you sick of the GOAT? He's the GOAT. Like, why you get like brace the greatness and we gotta enjoy this because he's not gonna be in there long, so we gotta embrace it. And I seen Eileen says Bucks they all away. But I hope so, but I don't know. They don't get past Green Bay. I know you're going to the picks, but I don't know. I hope so. I like Tom Brady. I know people don't like Tom Brady, whatever. I'm not a Patriots fan, but I really like Tom Brady. I like how he's so big. He be doing the Instagram thing when they win a game. I love that about him. He's busy. He could be doing something else, but he takes time and do different things. You can tell he's like a down-to-earth guy. Yeah, right. I like the guy, man.
Here's my thing. People hate Tom Brady for the same reason they hated Michael Jordan, because he's stomping your team out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I hate Tom Brady because one of the 2 Super Bowls my team has ever been to, he beat us. You know what I mean?
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, he's that dude. You can't. He's so competitive, man. Like, you know, he's so competitive.
As sports fans, we do got to remember and try to recognize some greatness when we see it.
Absolutely. And recognize it while it's still here. Don't appreciate it when it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have a habit of doing it. We got a habit of doing it. So
I think Tom Brady beats Bobby team too because he's letting him go right now.
Yeah, you see the comments. Bobby says F Tom, but he's still balling.
You know what I'm saying? He said exactly straight, exactly. So exactly, you know what I mean? Like he's a love-hate guy. You hate him because he's beating your team, but it's like, how do you we talked about it. Who was better for the Patriots? Was it Tom or was it Bill Belichick? And I think at this point in time, like, Tom kind of showing that.
No. That's not fair.
I don't care.
It's not fair. Because everybody say, "Oh, it's a system." It was Tom Brady, man.
It's both. It's both. The system and the operator.
It is both. It is both.
The system in New England right now. It's not in Tampa Bay. Look what's going on. He's 43 years old, so I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying.
saying it's both though, because I'm saying you can't. I don't want to. I'm just saying like yes, Tom Brady is a baller, but you can't just completely diminish what Bill Belichick has done
No,
because
for sure.
it's Tom Brady
But
did it all. No,
Tom would
yeah,
have won 6 with the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like
you don't know. I
that.
don't know. But
I don't
what
think
I'm
so.
all I'm saying is Belichick more of a defensive guy or is he offensive guy?
He's a
Was he
defensive.
calling the offense?
oh, he's
He's a defensive
defensive
guy.
for
He thinks
sure.
that way.
He
Yeah, for
always
sure.
brings in somebody to run the offense.
So he's not calling the offensive play. That's all I'm saying. Belichick,
That's
he's
why
a head
he
coach,
relies on
but
Josh McDaniels for the offensive play calling.
that's
Yeah,
what I would say. So would you call with AB? That's still the system.
I don't know. I kind
Or
of lost you, dog. I'm kind of losing you. Shizzy.
Yeah.
no, because
Losing
you
you
okay.
too.
The system was Belichick, right? You said that with the play, that's a system. That's considered a system or no? Because what system when people say it's a system and it wasn't Tom Brady?
Well, I'm saying I don't say that. I say it's both.
No,
And shout out to Shout out to
I know
for
you're not saying that, but I'm
it's
just
a
saying
combination of
people.
both.
Well, people say the system, so I'm just saying, is the system still? Is it still a system right now? Is Tom Brady in system with Buccaneers, or was
Oh
the system just
no. Right, got
with
you.
the
I got what you're
what
saying.
they did? You know,
Right.
that's all I'm trying to figure out. But I don't know. We'll see.
I see what you're saying now. I thought you were talking about. I think
You're like
I think I
now
heard
he's
the same
in a
thing I
new
was talking
system.
about.
Now he just happened to go from system to system, and the
Right.
Yeah,
skills on him.
And he's 43.
Tom Brady though. Tom Brady, you
And
can't deny the effort he puts into the professionalism. And I'm saying when that marries up with a type of Bill Belichick type coach where he expects that out of players and then demands that from everybody else too on the defensive side, that's what made them so great. Is both coming together.
you know what I didn't realize too? I was looking at stats. I know that's usually Myra's thing, but Tom Brady was 3rd in the league this year in passing yards, just behind Watson and I think.
Yeah, they were going up.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that though. So I'm just like, dang, dog, he still put up like 4,600, and and at 43 years old in a brand new system, like that's big time to me. Like,
and again, though, he saw the writing on the wall too. What was going on in New England, how their roster was falling apart. He's like, I'm not going to be a part of this.
He built it last year. He was like, yo, he barely made it through last year with the.
But see, that's the thing. The way last year ended with him throwing the pick 6 and all this other stuff, they tried to act like, oh, it was him falling apart. No, it was he was still holding that together.
100%. 100%. The receivers are still the same this year as they were last year. Just Cam just sucked it up. So it's really one of those things where it's like, dude, like I just think that's why I say I think it's a little more Tom than it is Belichick, but it definitely is both. Because I think if it weren't for Belichick,
no, like I mean,
if it weren't for his system, that team would have been way worse.
All I'm saying is like I guess we do try to make this debate. I feel like, or the media does too much because I'm saying a coach like Bill Belichick only has come around once in my lifetime, at least, like in the NFL. And a quarterback like Tom Brady has also only come around once. So why do we have to say it's one or the other? Like
we don't have to.
I say one or the other because it shows the Patriots didn't go playoffs this year.
It's 1 year. Come on.
I'm just saying. That 1 year we can't go another year because we're in this year right here.
Time will tell. How about that?
You had you didn't have a back. You didn't have like a sorry quarterback this year, Belichick. You had Cam Newton. So Tom Brady's winning right now. He proved that it was him right now. So we'll see next year. But I just think we can say it was more Tom.
I still think Wentz ends up a Patriot. So we'll see kind of next year too, like how things happen. But I do see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying, though, man. Like it is both. Like if Bill Belichick decides to lead the Patriots, every team is going to do whatever they can to grab him. You know what I mean? Like it's Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying, and I think without Bill Belichick and his system, but the team that they had this year, they win 2 games. Maybe they beat the Jets twice. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And you could say like this too. To your point, AW, you could be right. It's like even Popovich. Like look at Pop now. Like he lost all his people. Then look at they not
right. But is he not a great coach? But he's like, I can do it, but I need like at least some guys.
Somebody, anybody.
All right. So, but no, I think that's legit. We'll make our picks a little bit later, but I do want to have. There's one last message from Chiefs Kingdom before we end NFL talk. Anthony Weston says he would have 5 rings. Still, if D4 didn't go offside, and here comes Bobby. He's right.
So Bobby's a Chiefs fan then.
Yeah, they're both big touchdowns.
Oh, okay. That makes sense though.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, all right. And Anthony also has a parting where it says Andy Reid is the best coach. But that's to me, that's debatable between him and Belichick. Me personally,
No,
I
it's
take
not
Belichick.
debatable. You
I
can't.
take
No,
him.
it's not. It's not debatable.
You
This
say
dude,
Andy Reid is better than Bill
no,
Belichick?
no, Belichick is. He's the.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm just
No,
making sure we're on the same
I'm
side.
just saying we can't. It's not. I know you can have an opinion, but it's not debatable. Like, look at Belichick and look at Andy Reid. He only has one. Like, it's not debatable. You can have an opinion, but it's not debatable. No, stop it.
And here comes Anthony West, like he's about to have two. All right, let's get it. Let's go to NBA talk for sure. Let's move along. Oh man, okay.
It's a wild day, but it's a wild night for the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a wild night, but I love it, man. I absolutely love it, man. It's what sports is all about. For real, it's what sports is all about, man.
And just before we go on, Andy Reid is great. I love him. He's great. I was just want to put that in there. He's a great coach. So.
Right. I feel you too. But okay. But if I got to pick one or the other, I'm going that way.
Yeah.
All right. So NBA talk. The big thing, obviously, that happened last week. We talked about James Harden a little bit. We talked about how he was disgruntled and everything. Well, I think it was Wednesday, maybe of last week. We had Harden to the Nets. The big trade went down. The trade we were speculating about before the season and we thought wouldn't happen. It happened, and Harden did show up, had a triple-double in his debut. Kyrie's returning soon. What is your guys' thoughts on the Nets, and how do you guys think this changes the league a little bit?
I like it. I like it a lot. Like I kind of called it, but when it didn't happen when it was supposed to happen, I kind of like I don't think it's gonna happen now, you know. So,
right.
But it did come through. So they look good, man. James Harden is a baller. I'm sorry. I know people say what they want to say, but James Harden is a basketball player. He was born to do that, and he's doing it. Right. And Kyrie come back. Everybody. I hate when we just say stuff that we don't really know. Like we don't know the information. We don't know if it. You know what I'm saying until we see it. So. I think Kyrie come back. I think he's gonna do well because him coming out today, how he talked about how he was healing from some things. Things happen, you know, when family, when things happen in your family, you don't want to say too much. It affects you a little bit. So we don't know why he stopped playing. It had to be something serious, you know. So I just can't wait till he get on the court. And I can't wait to see them in the finals. Nobody's beating them. I don't care what nobody says. They going. So
yeah, I actually did like what Kyrie came out earlier and kind of like said what he talked about. But I still don't like the way he handled it. You know what I mean? Like I you know, like you said, Marcus, family is family. I'll walk away from anything and everything when it comes to family. But you know what I'm saying? Like I still think that I think that he himself could have handled it a little bit better because I think the organization also probably didn't know too much what was going on. And I think, you know, there's nowhere really in the world when you're employed by somebody where you could just not show up, you know what I mean, and still keep your job. You know what I'm saying? So I love what he has said. I completely agree with everything he said as far as, you know, he's talking about depression and anxiety as well as his family. So it wasn't just, you know, family woes. It was other things like that. And when you got to get right, you got to take a step back and get right. But you know, I still think he could have handled the situation a little bit better. It probably could have saved him some money too. You know what I mean? If he would have handled it a little bit better. But you're right, man. When he comes back to this squad, you know, they're kind of a one-way ticket to the finals. You know what I mean? So, but I honestly, in my opinion, I still think Lakers. I still think it's Lakers. But we'll see, man. They got time to get even better than what they already look for sure.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that might sew up the East, depending on how they play and how they mesh together. But even if they don't mesh together really well, even if they're just taking turns, that's a lot of firepower. So, and we have seen. I watched a little bit of the game last night before the Lakers game, and that was a good game between the Nets and the Bucks. But it's like seeing them out there. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like what I'm seeing too. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. So
yeah, I don't know. They got plenty of time to get some chemistry. So some people say, "Oh, there's no way they could beat the Lakers." Yeah, they can.
Oh, they definitely can.
I pick the Lakers to do it, but some people. I'm just saying, some people like, "Oh, there's no way they're gonna."
It's no way.
It's
right.
not time and all that. That's three great scorers, three players. I'm saying players. So if you think about it, KD and LeBron cancel each other out, and then you got Harden, who's you know what I'm saying. AD, I guess they cancel each other out as great players, but then you got Kyrie Irving.
They don't guard each other.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
saying
saying like as you're
No,
like,
no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm actually agreeing with you.
level-wise.
I'm just saying like you said, like AD's great and Harden's great, but like they're not going to guard each other. You know what I'm saying? So you still have Kyrie, like you said, like they don't have Lakers right now don't have anyone to kind of handle Kyrie or Harden.
What they do have though, that's on counts out carry. I would say is their bench. They have a deep bench. Like you people come on the bench. You got Kuzma. You got Martrez coming out the bench. You know, you have people like that. Now on the net side, I don't think they have him on bench.
you're not
you know?
as deep. Yeah,
They're nowhere near as deep.
That's the only
And it
thing gonna
showed.
kind of help. Yeah, that's the only thing's gonna kind of, and then size too. That's gonna hurt. The Lakers got plenty. You know what I'm saying? So that's
but
the
it
only
is
thing
going to come down to crunch time.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. It's just like Lakers. Like last night, they showed like what are y'all doing? Like there was no reason they should have lost that game. But that's what they do sometimes though. They just do something like what
They freeze up. Yeah,
so you can't do that to a next team like that in the series. They can come out. They're
gonna have too many. Yeah,
yeah. So,
and that's the thing we saw. Obviously, you know, Golden State was touted and they were great and everything like that, but they were 1-1 against LeBron and the Cavs.
Yeah.
And then until KD showed up, and then it was lights out. So, so it is gonna be tough.
That dude right now, man,
you can't do anything with him if he's healthy. So
I'll pick him in MVP. I said at the beginning of the season, I think he's on MVP because he had a bad game yesterday. I mean, he missed a lot of shots yesterday. They still won, but he didn't look like so. When he gets that groove to KD, because he ain't KD right now. When he get KD, like man, watch out, man. So
right.
We'll see.
All right, I gotta go to the comments real quick though. Our slackers are doing their thing over here, and Bobby did say, quick question: why does everyone want to go east right now?
Yeah, it's easy.
And Anthony Weston comes right back. He's got some answers. He said because they can't be LeBron without teaming up. And Bobby though too. He says I really like Anthony as sports takes. See what I'm saying? So say like a chant. We're trying to bring people together. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree
though.
I do agree though. People do, or teams definitely do get together to beat LeBron because without it, you're not. He is still arguably the best player in the world. In regards to just overall play, you know what I mean? Like if I gotta choose, you know, between LeBron and KD to save my life to score a bucket, I'm taking KD all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but LeBron is just at 36.
Overall,
yeah,
like,
man.
He get involved, he get you going and all that.
What he can do to make a team just overall better, and that's the real reason why right now I still say it's the Lakers, is because of that man alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's
the
gonna
Nets,
be fun to watch.
dog, 100%.
It's gonna be so dope.
100%. It's definitely
if they both get there, you know what I'm saying? We can't make too much presumptions. It's a long season, but
yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, it's gonna be cool.
Unc though does say too, Kyrie needs to learn how to deal with life better, and I kind of hear where he's coming from. I mean, that's a little bit of a harder take, you know what I'm saying? But that's you know what I'm saying.
We gotta have more details to say something like that because we don't know what's going on. It could be something like super serious, you know. We just never know. So that's why I don't like to speak on something like that because we don't really know what he's going through, what he's went through. You know what I'm saying? He don't have his mom died, so we don't know it's easy to say that from the outside, but until we know like details, we probably will never know. Like we'll never know what's going on with Kyrie. But it's a reason why people act like that. Like he's like a Kanye West, you know. It's this thing like that. Mental health is serious, man. So we just never know how people handle it. And back in the day, a lot of people didn't have social media and cameras knowing everybody business back in the day.
Right.
But now it's like everybody know your business. People can say something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't send that back because then you're like, oh, you coming at me, you know? So now when you don't say anything, then something wrong with you then too. So it's a lose for Kyrie though. So I just pray that he's cool, but I just can't wait till him get on that court because I think he's gonna let all his frustration go on that court and he's gonna show everybody like I'm still that guy. So so
that's gonna be cool. But I'm definitely rooting for him. I think we all are.
Yeah.
So all right, we pulled him back a little bit. We reeled him back. Remember last week we had to reel him back.
Yeah, can I say one more thing too about basketball before we go?
Always,
like, Giannis, like what if you got to watch that game yesterday with Giannis? What happened to him in the last 2 minutes? Like if you watch the game, he's like you could tell he want the ball. Like he's he's not going.
Brook Lopez was hitting threes.
Yeah, it's like what? That down the stretch, you the MVP, back-to-back MVP. You should demand the ball. Like go get the ball. And I'm watching him the whole time. Like he's not even. Like, hey, give me the ball. He's just like looking.
I think the only buck he had in the last 3 minutes was like a putback dunk.
Yeah,
like a rebound.
Yeah, but he didn't take the shot. So I was like, I don't know about this, man. He gotta do better than that. Especially last, he could have won a game. He just attempted to win the game, but he shot away, and then he had that 1 for 10 to free throw that one time. So it's just showing like LeBron was MVP last year, not this guy, man.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think the free throws and like the air balls, I think that's actually messing with him a little bit. I think he needs to get away from that mentally.
Yeah.
And just focus on basketball or whatever. Because honestly, when it was 123 to 125, Giannis should have definitely had the ball in his hands and just taken it to the rack. You know what I mean? He's
LeBron
too big.
went through this too.
Yeah,
LeBron went through this too.
He did go.
But at the time, he had like teammates though.
Right. True, very true. But yeah, I think he's definitely got to go through it. I'm laughing at Anthony. He said, LeBron can get his team through adversity. Leadership is important too. It doesn't always matter how much talent. I would trust Spo over Nash as a coach. Funny thing about it, my Miami team, we've only played 3 games with our team fully together, and we were 2-1.
That's what I was. I did want a quick Heat update because I see the win-loss column doesn't look too great, but I know Jimmy Buckets, he's still not back, right?
Well, the funny thing about it, no, he's not. So honestly,
did he come back though?
He came back for like 2 games, but I think it was premature. So he came back for a couple of games. It was really premature, and I think Spo was like, "Look, like this is the beginning. We'll be fine. Sit down for a little bit. We'll get you back when we need you." And then COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? And then COVID hit, and like I said, like we've only had 3 games of the 11 I think we played, and we were 2-1 in those 3. So it's like, man, when we're healthy and we're together, we look fine. But right now, we're struggling, man. For 3 games, we were out Jimmy, Bam, and
Dragic.
No, not Dragic. What's the shooting guard that the Lakers had last year?
I'm
missing his name.
Avery Bradley.
Yeah, Avery Bradley. Yeah, so we're starting with him. We have.
I'm like, that's your squad. Shoot.
No, bro, I couldn't remember his name. His name left my mind. But the rookie's actually getting some pretty decent minutes right now. So we're playing with kind of a little bit of different team. I'm ready to let Iggy go. he hasn't panned out for us at all.
He's not there for this.
Iguodala, yeah. He's
in the playoffs. He's not there for the regular season.
But he didn't do much of the playoffs last year either. So you know what I mean? Like he really didn't.
It's over with.
Yeah, I kind of think he's done.
I think you put him on Lakers, he'll show out. On a good team when you don't have to do much because the Heat expecting a little much from him.
Too much.
So I think he didn't go to a team they don't expect that much from. He just do like icing on the cake. Like, so I think they don't expect him too much from Iggy. I think Iggy.
No, I agree. Remember the last time we saw him with the Warriors, his legs was like breaking down. Like they had him out there, he shouldn't have even been playing.
Yeah, but they ain't really need him, so that's why he was getting his championship.
For real. But I think it's funny because like I think we wanted him for more of what he was when he got like the Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But that's obviously not who he is.
6 years ago.
Right, exactly. That's definitely not who he is anymore. And when we found out that wasn't who he was anymore, he really kind of rode the bench until we got to the playoffs. Even in the playoffs, he really didn't do too much for us. And even right now, he's not doing too much for us. And we could really use him with Jimmy being gone. So I don't know if he even makes it on the team the entire time. To be honest with you, the whole year,
you never know the value he might be bringing in practice.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about this too. Just make it to playoffs. Jimmy be healthy. The playoffs come. It's 0-0, and then y'all got fuck everybody again.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta worry about. Don't worry about them right now.
I love my team. If we can get
in the West, it'll be different.
Oh,
in the West, you gotta win these games. But the East, just make it to the dance.
It'll be fine. Yeah,
I think we'll be fine. I think.
Would you want Andre Drummond? Would you want the big penguin?
I would. I 100% would.
Well, wait. Are you adding him? Are you taking away?
No, he's saying like add him.
Oh no, Bam's locked up. He ain't going nowhere. Bam definitely can play the 4. I'll say Bam can definitely play.
Is it me or is it everybody else? Something
wrong?
happening right now.
I'm okay.
I can hear myself, but I can't hear my guy.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Maybe you say something we weren't supposed to be talking about.
Oh, you're frozen now. You're frozen now.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
In the comments, can you say who y'all can hear? Because I can hear myself, but I can't hear nobody else.
Dang it.
Really? You can't hear us? I hear like Ian Strizzy.
Yeah, I hear everybody just fine, actually.
Maybe it's me. I'm taking myself off. Maybe it's me.
We'll see real quick.
Yeah, but I was saying I would love Drummond. It's shown in the playoffs and it's even shown in the season, man. We need some more size. We definitely need some more size. And I think Drummond would be huge for us. We can move Bam to the 4, which is his natural position anyway. He's not a 7-footer. He's really like 6'10", 6'10.5", and he plays power forward. He definitely plays big. He is like they call like the hustle players. But he's so much better than a hustle player. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he can actually put the ball in the basket. We can count on him to put to score buckets. But I think if we could get someone to kind of clog the pen a little bit, get those offensive boards that Drummond's just so known for getting and grabbing, I think that'd be really, really big for us. It just depends on who we get to trade to get him. So, but yeah, I'd love it. It'd be great. Hoping we can grab somebody with some more hype, honestly, before the playoffs come around. And even kind of going back to the Lakers, it's still early in the season, man. Like I still see the possibility of y'all getting Bradley Beal. To be honest with you, I think that's still up there.
I don't know, man. I unless they want to make a move to kind of respond to the Nets, but I feel like if they just keep maximizing what they're doing now, I think that we got the pieces.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I agree, but like I said, you know how LeBron is. LeBron be
might get a little nervous. He's like, yo, I gotta respond to these guys. I gotta fire back.
He do, man. GM LeBron coming out full swing. Watch, he gonna be like, I like what we got.
Speaking of firing back, real quick though, too. Harden did come out with a track. DJ Michi Meech put out the Harden track. I don't know if you heard it, but shout out to DJ Michi Meech. He's so hilarious, and we did have him on our show. You guys can go back and check that out on YouTube. And also LeBron, he actually came back with a track after Harden, so
yeah,
it's pretty funny. But yeah, I think we got Marcus back. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna test this out again. What's good? We're all good.
I thought everybody was, because everybody like y'all was frozen, but I could hear myself, so it was kind of weird. Then y'all start turning like this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So it must have been you going down.
Oh, I gotta pay that bill.
Right.
No, but you're strong. I think we're all good now. So
I don't know what I missed, but that's my fault. I don't know what happened.
No, we were just kind of wrapping up a little bit with the Heat talk. The other only thing for NBA, I guess I did want to mention, yesterday was MLK Day. That's always something that's big and important in general, and it's always kind of a thoughtful day for me. But it is funny how the NBA always kind of goes out and puts that full schedule, full roster out there for MLK Day. So it's cool that they kind of do that to honor them. And just in general, I figured now would be a good time to mention that. Hope some people got the day off. Hope some people had some time for reflection. I know I didn't, but I had time for reflection, but not the day off. But you know how that goes. But
it was kind of cool because Shannon Sharp said he had talked to Dr. Martin Luther King, his youngest daughter Bernice, and she talked to him and was like, I appreciate you guys talking about my dad, but can you guys sometimes talk about my mom also at the end of the day, because she was always there with him. I never thought about that. I was like, dang, because we always say MLK, we post his pictures, but he had a wife too, he had a family, so you know what I'm saying. So I know from now on I'm always say something about her too, because she dealt with a lot of that. When he left her, she was still here, you know what I'm saying. We don't know what she went through after he passed away,
but also just her. Oh yeah, and also just all the support she had to give him along the way, like everything he was going through. Yeah, that's a great point, though. Thank you for bringing that up, man.
Yeah, but I know from now on I'm always acknowledge her when I acknowledge him too. So it just kind of like,
I like that.
Yep,
I like that. That's legit. Okay. All right. So I think though we'll go ahead and move on to other sports. We'll keep this train rolling.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right. So other sports, we did have a trade last week. We didn't get to talk about it last week, but the Mets did trade for Lindor and Carrasco from the Cleveland Indians. And there's talks that they might be trying to go after Chris Bryant as well. They got a lot of people on one-year deals, but they're really trying to cash out and go all in.
They're trying to go back.
Yeah. So that's what's up. I like the Mets. So I am definitely rooting for them to do well. And we'll see how that turns out. But I'm also glad that there's just a little bit of movement in baseball. There really hadn't been anything going on. So
I don't know if you guys talked about it. I mean, I missed that show. But did you guys talk about the legendary coach when he passed away? Because I just found out about it. Like I think a couple of days ago, I seen that he passed away. I'm like, I didn't know that.
Actually, that would have been last week's show. Yeah, we should have talked about that. But yeah, he did pass away. But I'm sorry, I hate to sound crass. You know what I'm saying? It's a legendary person and it's sad, but he was very old. He did live a long life.
Did he win a couple with the Dodgers or he didn't?
Yeah.
Okay, he did. Okay.
But he also, I mean, because I know he was very sick at some time, and then he came home and stuff like that. But definitely, that's definitely sad for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely,
But
we
when
should
you live
point that
your
out.
life like you say, you live your life and you 90 whatever years old, 80 something, like you live a good life, So
For sure. For
it's
sure.
not as sad, but you still when it happens, it's still sad, So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to balance out the good news of the Mets trade, there also was the bad news too about Mets GM being fired
I've seen
34
that. I was
days
like,
after he was
dang.
hired. Bringing that one
how?
up, but no, it's actually because there were some things that he did previously
Oh, that was the
that came to light.
okay. Oh, okay. That
So
was the thing y'all sent to me today. Now it makes sense. Okay.
yeah. So they will be looking for a new GM, but the new ownership is basically like they came out and they're like, yo, we're having zero tolerance for this type of
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
And it's good that they stood behind that, was just like, nah, we're good. But
Is he done for good, y'all think? You think he'll get another job, or
maybe another job as like a scouting director, or like something like
something more behind
way
the
lower
scenes.
down,
Yeah,
way
someone more
like
behind the
something
scenes.
that they wouldn't report on. This guy got hired type thing. Yeah, 62 unanswered texts and a nude. That's I mean, come on. At some point, you gotta take the subtle hint.
Oh,
But
man.
but yeah,
other sports.
right. That's a whole another sport. Um, but definitely, we here at Say Like a Champ, we have a zero tolerance policy for that type of stuff too. We love women, we respect women, and we would never
Zero
engage or endorse
zero
anything like
power.
that. So yeah. But okay, let's move on though to hockey. Hockey is underway. Nothing too crazy so far, but there
Okay.
are been a lot of goal scoring. It seems like that's kind of the trend so far. Kind of like how football was early on. The defenses were getting trashed left and right in the early part of the year. So maybe they need to settle in.
What's
The
a lot?
Lightning,
What's
Lightning in
like
that team though.
6 goals, 7 goals? What's a
Yeah,
lot?
like 6 is a lot. Like I feel like a game normally like 3 would be like the top end, 3, 4
Okay.
if you get like an extra empty netter. But when you start like I've seen a bunch of scores going by 6 to 7.
Golly.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for other sports though. I did get to watch Arsenal yesterday and they won, so that's what's up.
Nice.
Oh, we
So yeah.
have to talk about it's real quick too. That our OC is interviewing for the
Oh, that's right.
Jimmy
Yeah,
job.
so Kellen Moore the Eagles requested to speak to him for their head coaching position, and the Dallas Cowboys did give permission. He's interviewing actually today. But it was weird because earlier today there was a report that like Josh McDaniels was being hired, and it was only a matter of time. But obviously, these things are not always true. So we'll see what happens. If he goes, though, more power to him, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I think people are starting to see him as potentially a new wonder kid like Sean McVay was.
I think you more of a fan to him than I am. I don't see it. Like he ain't did
I'm
that.
saying people think that. I don't know. That I wanted that for him.
I think you like Kellen Moore though.
No, I do.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'll be
don't
fully
think
transparent because we always are. Like, I mean, I watched him at Boise State. I like
Right.
that. He got drafted by the Lions. It didn't work out, but he played for the Cowboys, and they've always said like this kid is smart. Like he has his own playbook. He's like a little football genius. But personally, we haven't seen it yet.
But like again, it's something we not in that room, so we don't see it. Maybe he is doing something, but we don't actually see it. So I don't know. But
And on top of that, maybe it's just not executing on the field either. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what it is like. Even like
really,
Lincoln
really
Riley. Lincoln Riley, what did he do to impress us before he got hired? Or not Lincoln. I'm sorry. Who's the dude for the Cardinals now?
Kingsbury.
Yeah. Like he didn't shock the world or do anything crazy before he got hired, but I feel like sometimes they're like, right, he still hasn't. But I'm like, I feel like they're like, oh well, let's get this new innovator. Like even the Packers coach, like he's kind of a youngster. I feel like their trend is like, oh, let's get a young guy that's like creative offense. We'll see. And then meanwhile, Bieniemy getting shut out. And I don't know if it's just bad timing or what, because nobody even asked about him.
That makes you angry talking about it. I don't like talking about that because it makes no sense. Like
zero.
Done.
Yeah.
But I saw that thing. Peace out. What? But nah, he don't want to be another offensive coordinator. I was like, come to us, but I would like to see him as a head coach though. So
Yeah.
Well, also, I guess and the Chiefs quarterbacks coach is getting some looks, but not the enemy, and Bobby's not happy either. Oh, that S is wild. So yeah,
I know
it
who I'm
is
gonna call when I
interesting.
want somebody to send a harsh text or somebody. I'm gonna call Bobby. I think
Bobby, write this for me. Make
Yeah,
sure
right.
they get the point.
Put this in your terms. I'm gonna copy and paste this and send it to him.
Oh
Man,
man.
I don't know if y'all watch Key and Peele, but you know
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Translator?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bobby gonna be there for him. We need something like that. So that'd be
For
dope.
sure. One other thing though, Unc brought to our attention though, good documentary on Netflix about Tony Parker.
I want to check it out. Then I haven't seen
I'll
that.
have to see.
The Tiger one too on HBO Max.
See, the thing is, I'm not with the Tiger one.
Oh, how
Only
come?
because I was hoping that it would be more like he was part of it, or he at least was interviewed
He
for it.
wasn't. He wasn't in. It just some. I hate those kind. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I saw it, but I haven't looked at it.
Got you. Because that was my first question. I had to find that out, and they interviewed like his longtime former caddy and like somebody else that was like, it's like no, like I don't want it to be. I feel like that one might be a salacious type of just like we trying to get the views. Type
For
thing.
sure.
Got you.
If he would have been like sat down like Last Dance and been like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys, but I'm gonna be real. I would be all over that.
Yeah, and he probably get more views too, like that. You know.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Tiger slander. I don't want to hear none of that.
We can't afford it right now. It's 2021. We ain't doing that.
For real.
But hopefully maybe we'll get to see that from him, like a sit down one day or like a real book. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty cool. But all right, I think we're good though for other sports talk.
How's it been an hour already? Like we just got on. Like,
dude, we're rolling. I guess time flies when you're having fun.
Chat, dog. It was some good chat today.
I just knew we was at like 40 minutes. That's like crazy.
Comments was firing.
Yeah, comments by we're making connections and stuff. We got the YouTube popping, got the Facebook popping. So so that's how it goes. Myra has, obviously our permanent special guest Myra, she's not here as you guys can see, but she was gonna join us, but she's not here yet. So
Eric, would you this that he's like 4 for 4 on his great this or that.
Right.
He's still on.
Yeah, Eric, if you're out there, you can shoot us a this or that.
Or anybody.
Anybody, if you guys want to throw out a this or that. We love to do that about this time in the show. And while we're doing that, though, while we're waiting for that to think about that, I'll shout out my couch guest right here because I always keep forgetting. But this is Hip Hop Harry, and this was actually a Christmas gift from my nephews. And he does his little dance. You know what I'm saying? If you guys ever have seen on Instagram, look up Hip Hop Harry TV. He's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So I watched that with my nephews. So they bought that for me. So that's what's up. Hip Hop Harry. That's the gift.
Is that a Kango on his head?
It's a like a bucket hat. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bucket. Oh, gotcha.
It's a bucket, but it's not a. If it was the one bill, Harry's 2-player. But yeah. Also, while we're here too, I do want to shout out Unc. Sent us some pictures of some different shoes. That's what's up. I'm like, man, Unc is like out there moving with the shoe collection. So that's what's up. Big shout out to him on that. Oh, another one from Master P purchased Reebok. I did see that he was kind of in a partnership with a few other people to try to purchase Reebok.
But it was him and somebody else though. I seen an Instagram post of it.
I can't remember who the other. I thought it was a couple other people involved, maybe. But
okay.
But that is pretty big. I mean, the Reebok Classics. You know what I'm saying? Like you try to revive that.
Can't go wrong with those.
Yeah. So I mean, I know Reebok has their like different place, but they can carve their little niche. And they have a couple ball players. Montrez, shout out to Montrez Harrell. He's on Team Reebok. So, and they still got the Iverson shoe.
I was like, he rocks the Iverson shoe real strong. So
right, I mean, because there's not much else.
But they could do some dope stuff. Yeah, there's some with the Shaqs. You know what I'm saying? There's some with those.
And they got the pump ups.
I think Sean Kemp he had Reeboks too.
That's true.
So I'm like, you got that's pillar. Like Patrick Ewing is another one, right?
Or no, I thought Ewing had like his own shoe. It was like a looked like some Pro Keds or something.
Really? He had no Reeboks?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'll listen to you. You might be right.
Master P and Baron Davis.
That's what it was. Okay,
I like Baron Davis. B Diddy.
Yeah.
He's taking some of that Big 3 money.
He has a show a not documentary, but he has a show on Hulu too. It's cool. It ain't my cup of tea, but I'm gonna support him because it's Baron Davis. But it's kind of like cheesy. So don't say, "Oh, Mark, that was a good show." It's not good. It's not as good, but it's cool.
You're calling it out though. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I feel like, hey, I mean, that's the thing though too. I like seeing people get opportunities like that because, hey, you might make 4, 5, 6 TV shows before you make one. You know that hit or whatever. So as long as
if I could get him some advice though, he shouldn't have made it so. It's like a lot of cursing on it, like a lot of cursing. So you can't watch with your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I would say.
Too.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, so when kids coming around, hey, what you watching? No, I ain't watching that.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of cussing on there. Your kids will be cussing and stuff. So I was like, that's the only reason I would say it's not good. But other than that, it's a cool little show.
That's what's up. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I like that. Also, do want to give a quick plug for our Super Bowl squares, or our big game squares. It's so funny, even in all the commercials, like nobody can say Super Bowl. Hopefully, YouTube won't get mad at us for saying that.
Why is that?
Because it's copyrighted by the NFL. So, like, if you notice, like all the TV commercials, all the furniture commercials, they'll be like, "We'll help you get ready for the big game," or like, but they'll never say, they'll never say those words. So,
wow.
So I guess I should be saying, if you want squares for our big game, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? And all of our Yahoo winners are getting squares. So that'll be fun. That'll give us something to root for because I always like watching the scores as they go by at the end of each quarter to see what's going on with that. So, but all right. So I don't know. We might be.
Let's go to the picks.
Yeah, let's go to the picks. And this is our last time probably on iPhoto too. I shouldn't even say that because now all of a sudden it'll start to freeze up.
Oh, Anthony got a good one.
Okay, we'll do that right after. Yeah. But let's go ahead and get right to it. I hope you guys like I added colors for each of you because I thought that was like kind of went with your thing. I know Myra and Marcus are definitely.
I have a question about your color. It match your skin. Like, what is that?
No, I was trying to match my khaki shorts, but it didn't really work. I couldn't think of a color for me because I was yellow, red too.
You should have
done yellow with the shoes.
Yeah,
okay. That's what I'm
doing next time. The graphics is getting better and better, man.
I keep trying, man. I really appreciate you saying that, though. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on our way to Super Bowl Island still, and first up on Sunday. So this is Championship Sunday. I think it's lined up like this. Yeah, I think this is how the games are going. So first up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. And I want to pick the Buccaneers. I really will be rooting for them, but I think I got to go with the Packers at home. Rodgers looks a little bit too dangerous. Yeah.
Man, I completely agree. And you had talked about, LaFleur a little bit ago. This is his second year as their coach. Their first year was last year. They played really well. He did his absolute best
13-3
to run the ball and to keep Rodgers from, throwing his shoulder out, throwing 40, 50 times a game like he's used to doing. And dude, they look really good. I'm with you. I'm rooting for the Bucs. I really am. But Green Bay they look good, man. They look really, really good. So I'm going Green Bay.
I'm going for Tampa Bay, but Green Bay is going to win. It's going to be too cold for Tom. Tom getting old, and when they ask him a question about his blood getting thin, he's like, "Yeah, it's going to be freezing out there." I think it's going to be too much for him. That cold weather.
It's up there already.
Right now, if it's a surprising day where it ain't too cold, it may be like in the 50s. Then Tom got a shot. But when it get 30s and it's snowing on the ground, yeah, hang it up, man.
He been in Miami all year, you know what I'm saying? He been in Florida all year. He not in Foxborough no more, you know what I'm saying?
But if they can get the run game, if the two run backs can play well, they can really do it, man. I don't think the throwing gonna help, but they can run the ball. But like I said, I think Green Bay got the recipe for that, so I think they're gonna do it.
Dude, last week against a really good Saints defense, Ronald Jones was averaging 6 yards a carry, but his hamstring injury is what's holding him back, man. If he could just get healthy for this game, I think, like Marcus said, I think if the running game going, it might be a different game. But
Fournette could tote the rock too, though. I feel like people are kind of down on him just because, but
he can't. I just think Ronald Jones will have a better year for sure.
Yeah, I think, but if they both can get like 100-yard rushing, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? I won't focus on letting Tom throw that ball and get hit. So I think you run that ball and then you can do it. But like I said, we don't know. So I'm hoping Tampa Bay get there, but
Key to this game is keeping Aaron Rodgers off the field.
yeah, that bad man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game, but everybody in the chat, by the way, too, all going Green Bay.
Yeah.
All right, and then but it'll still be a fun game to watch. And then the Sunday night game, this is gonna be very potentially nail biting. The Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. And Strizzy, you get to lead us off for this one, so not only two.
Bobby, you know you're my boy, man. You're my dog. But I'm going with the Bills, man. I think the Bills are gonna win this game for some reason. I don't know why. I'm rooting for them, truth be told, in this game. They look good. They're playing really good football, and it's hard to repeat. And if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be the Chiefs. But for some reason, I think the Bills are gonna surprise the world and get back to the Super Bowl. So I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills Mafia.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs, man. And the reason why I'm going Chiefs is I got two X factor on each team. And I think the X factor on Buffalo is going to be Stephon Diggs. But the other guy on the other side is Matthews. He's playing great. Like, I think his career is just like it just started over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In Arizona, he was cool. But the way he's playing right now, dude, I think he's going to take Stephon Diggs out the game. I think he's going to do a good hard shot on him and talk to him and get to him and take him out the game. That's how they're going to win. But I think Matthew's going to be the guy to win this game for him. I think he'll get an interception or something will happen. They in that game. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
Man. Yeah, I want to go with the Chiefs too. But Unc is over here. He says Mahomes is ineligible. Is that official?
I don't know if it's official, but it's really hard to get back after 1 week when you're going through concussion protocol. Not impossible.
Trust me, he's not missing the game. And the reason why I say that because you look at that play, he did get hurt and everything, but his head didn't hit the ground. It wasn't like a head injury. I think it was something else. So I think they're gonna make an excuse and all that, and he's gonna play. He's not missing this game. Trust me.
Wow.
Anthony should know, or Bobby should know. I'm listening to them. They should know.
Well, Anthony did give us he dropped his pick, and he says, Chiefs, whether Pat plays or not, Henny will have a Nick Foles performance, the Chiefs defense will rise, and Andy has always put together game plans to match the skills of his QBs. We'll be back, and the Cheetah will be back, and Sammy Watkins. All right, we'll see. But Unc says it was announced earlier this afternoon.
Dang, that might hurt. He could be right too. I know this morning they said they had to get a special doctor to come and check him out. They're gonna wait for that, but so it might have came out. So if he's not playing.
Man, remember that switch I was talking about last week? Now the bulb ain't even there. You can flip the switch all you want. The bulb ain't there to turn on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Dang, that's tough.
If their defense is they cool, but they ain't like a take over a game, you know, that type of defense. That's the only thing, man. So, cause Chris Jones, where's he been? I haven't heard his name, man.
Yeah,
you got paid. You know, you get paid. So for some reason, they disappear, man. So. I don't know, but I'm still going to Chiefs though. If Pat don't play, I'm lying.
We'll see.
If Pat don't play, Buffalo winning this game. I'm sorry, Pat.
That's my deciding factor too.
Even 80%, 70%, I think they could win. But if he don't play at all, it's no shot, man. I don't trust anything like that.
Man, that's so tough. But like we always talk about, the NFL is a slog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's never easy. And even when we think, you know what I'm saying, all year we kept saying, well, it's going to be the Chiefs. It's going to be the Chiefs. Something always happens. Man.
So let's do this then. So if he does play, you guys still picking Buffalo?
No, I'm picking the Chiefs. But I think Strizzy is either way.
Yeah,
either way. Okay.
I'm picking the Chiefs with Mahomes or Buffalo without Mahomes.
Yeah, me too. I'm putting my cards in there. So
So we'll see.
We'll
be watching. I don't know. Unc says it's official, but Anthony Weston says that's not official. So we'll see. They said he's practicing tomorrow.
I heard that he passed some protocols, but he's still in the concussion protocol. So it's still not official that he's actually playing.
But was it an ankle or was it a foot before that happened? He was limping around.
It was his toe. Like it was like his big toe.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's why
it happened in the game or it happened before.
It happened in this game too.
Oh,
he was like stepped back kind of funny, and I think that's why. But he was healthy going into the game.
Oh, okay.
But even after he was stumbling around on his toe, he took a couple shots where I'm like, dude, just go down,
Yeah.
protect yourself, like don't hurt yourself.
I talked to Anthony. He was like, he was hoping that Andy stopped calling run plays for him too to run the ball.
I was just trying to make the words right in my mouth. I was going to say they don't have the type of offense where they need to designate runs for him.
Yeah, like none. Not even a 4-for-1.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have plenty of great running backs, arguably the best offensive skill players in the league, at your disposal. At no point in time did he have a designated run play for Mahomes.
Yeah.
If the play falls apart and he wants to take it for 10, get the first down, cool. But
going out of bounds though, not no slide though. For sure he's gonna get it till you go out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, he said LaHara coming back too. So they'll have a lot of weapons. But I can't see Mahomes not playing this game. I'm sorry. I just can't see it.
Adam Schefter said he passed big hurdles. Mom said he's still eligible, but day to day.
Now, if it would have happened, what happened to Lamar Jackson? He hit his head in the end zone like that, and that's different. But the way I didn't see no more like neck.
Right.
That's why I think
I think for him, I think Mahomes' injury was more of like what Teddy went through. Like Teddy could have played the week that PJ Walker played, but they just, we weren't playing for nothing. We weren't playing for nothing. So like, let Teddy get a week off and he'll be fine. But for this, I agree. I think Mahomes plays. I feel like they're gonna find a way to get past the protocol. But he's playing regardless. But I'm still picking Buffalo. I'm rooting for him. That's what I'm going for.
Okay, that's what's up though. That's our picks for the championship weekend. And then probably go to the last minute. Okay, so we'll see. But I kind of get what you're saying, Marcus. Like it wasn't like a big blast. It was more like almost like a stinger or something. Like he kind of, I don't know. So we'll see. But obviously, all we can do is speculate, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut this down.
We got my brother putting paragraphs in here today. Y'all don't mess with the Chiefs, man. Don't mess with the Chiefs.
2 weeks in a row too. He said he missed one question. They ruled him. That's why. Okay, he got 4 out of the questions they asked right.
Oh,
I wonder what question.
What question? Like, who's your wife? Who? Like, you can't go back in there right now.
They said that one time though. They were like, I think they asked Troy Aikman because he got like a bunch of concussions. They were like, "Do you know where you are right now?" He's like, "Yeah, we're at 3rd and 9 on the 45. Let me back out there."
Yeah,
he's like, he gave him the yardage. He didn't give him like the Dallas, Texas, or whatever.
That's crazy.
It was game-related situation. Okay, so they did ask him. So they might have asked him, like, how many timeouts you got? And they're like, oh, he don't know that. Then he should know that. Got you. That's crazy, though. Okay, a little insight there.
What's your number? 13.
Yeah, he's like.
It says it right here. 13.
He looks down. They're like, okay, take him out.
Hey, Andy. He's not going back out there.
He ain't going back out there. All right, let's do this real quick. We're going to end on a this or that. Everybody put your votes in.
And it's a good one, too. I'm still trying to think what I'm going to do on this one.
So
great one.
The this or that supplied by Mr. Anthony Weston Jr. Since Breeze is retiring, Breeze is retiring, whose career was better, Drew Brees or Brett Favre?
They both got one chip, you know what I'm saying? They only got one.
But I think
Brett Favre went twice, though.
Every statistical passing record or whatever it is, I think Drew Brees holds right now. And
not everyone, because Brett Favre got something. He got a lot too.
Brett Favre's got the interceptions.
Yeah. It's only one. No. I'm literally saying Drew Brees has passed Brett Favre in like everything except for interceptions. Everything. And I think I think Drew Brees and Tom Brady right now are literally 1 and 2 in like every statistical touchdowns, passing yards.
But Brady will get him like next year. He'll start falling.
For sure.
He won't be keeping up. Yeah,
100%. So if Brees retires and Brady goes for the season, he'll be number 1 in everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is really tough.
I still think they both legendary.
See, my thing is, Strizzy, you hit it on the head. It's who you like more at this point.
I'm going with Brett.
I like Brett Favre. I like the gunslinger.
I like Brett Favre. But career, it's Breeze.
But career, I would have to say probably.
I gotta look it up though. I'm about to look up later on. But you sure he passed him up in everything though?
Except for interceptions, for real.
Some nice records, so.
He did, but he really 100% did. But like I want to say Peyton Manning passed him in almost everything, and then Drew Brees and Tom kind of like look it up because they showed something.
One thing I know he probably didn't pass him up in is like playoff games and playoff passing. I think he got Drew Brees in that because Drew Brees didn't do that much in playoffs like that. So that's one place he probably got him at.
He didn't go a lot of long runs. That's true.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did stuff like that, like playoff stuff for sure. But yeah, I would look that up. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I have to admit it though, probably maybe Drew Brees. Only though the beginning of his career when he was with the Chargers like wasn't that great, and he was kind of competing back and forth with Doug Flutie.
Yeah.
But he came to the Saints and made a whole different.
He just changed it all up after Katrina. Yeah. But it's like I don't like.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't like how much credit he gets. Like he kind of almost like he came in and saved New Orleans or something. But he was he was down with the cause or whatever. But Brett Favre, he was like the same thing. He was with the Falcons a couple years, couldn't catch on. They didn't like him. He was talented, and then he went to the Green Bay. So they had kind of similar careers. But Breeze, man, for having that pop gun arm, I mean, I gotta give him credit.
He also had better receivers than Brett Favre too. Brett Favre, his best receiver was who? Sterling Sharp.
Yeah, probably the whole time. And his best running back was.
I forgot he did have Antonio Freeman. He did have Robert. What was Robert last?
We're still talking about middle of the pack guys though.
Yeah.
I mean, but Breeze didn't. Well, I don't know because Breeze was out there with Ted Ginn Jr. at one point.
Colson. He had Graham. You know, he had. You know what I'm saying, he had Brandon Cooks. He had some receivers, and look at Michael Thomas that he did last year. So he had way better receivers than Brett Favre had.
And the other thing too, the system that when Sean Payton and him linked up with that system, he was getting those stats, especially early on. Like it was all about throwing the ball. So I did think that kind of helped him too.
Oh yeah, when Breeze was doing his prime, he had a rocket. Let's throw that out there. Like in his prime, Drew could launch that ball accurately too.
But he was always you know what I'm saying. But he's always a competitor. I don't know.
Did Breeze have that's before he had Joe Horn, right? That's before Drew Brees, right?
Yeah, that might have been Aaron Brooks days. Yeah. That might have been what
was the black quarterback name?
Aaron Brooks.
So it might be
I think that was with him. Okay. And that was when they still were wearing the trash bags and they were still the Aints. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a good one though. But I might have to go Breeze, even though I'll say 100 times I like Brett Favre more. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Agreed. That's a tough one. That's a good one though.
And say he had Randy Moss his last season in Minnesota. Who? When?
Brett Favre. I think is he talking about Brett Favre? Maybe.
Oh, he had Donald Driver too. Donald Driver was pretty nice.
Wait, but did he have Donald Driver?
Brett Favre? Yeah.
Okay, but so Randy Moss went back to Minnesota?
No. I think. Well, I can't remember honestly. When Brett Favre played in Minnesota, I think Randy Moss was already gone.
I'm saying, unless he can't, you know, players come back to a team that you missed the whole thing. Right. I don't think he ever went back. He went to San Francisco, the Super Bowl, remember? But I thought that was his last year playing, was it? Unless he went back, we forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. I could look it up. All I remember about Brett Favre playing for Minnesota is him getting crushed. By the Saints too, right? When they did the bounty on him.
But they also beat us in that playoff game too, right?
Yeah.
That last drive they beat us in.
Mm-hmm. He said Randy did come back. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We maybe missed that because I don't remember going back there.
Block that out.
Anthony knows. That's one thing about my boy. He knows a lot about sports stuff. You need a question, he gonna know. So I'm gonna help him with that.
We appreciate him always holding us down, helping us with the cleanups of the week, and we appreciate all of our slackers for sure that tuned in tonight. We definitely got a lot of love and support out there, so we definitely appreciate all of y'all.
Shout out to Kelly again for winning. You know.
Yeah. Shout out to Here for the Snacks. That's what's up.
Oh, too, really quick, major shout out to our boy Tyler Marsh, assistant coach to the Indiana Pacers. And also another, I still got the package. I haven't opened it yet. Me and Ada want to do a kind of unboxing.
Unless you want to do it right now.
You want to do it right now?
Why not?
I'm gonna grab it real quick.
All right. Wait, now all right, so I'll entertain you guys real quick. While these dudes go off the camera, I was like, wait, then I'll be all by myself. There we go. There's something. So we did have Tyler Marsh, and I'll have to look up which episode that was. That might have been in like the 30s or the 40s now. It was a little while ago. But we had him on, and he was at the time a quality coordinator, assistant type of coach for the Toronto Raptors, and now he's actually an assistant coach for the Pacers, which is like his hometown.
And it's like his childhood team. So that's big time. You know, I mean, when you can play sports and do it for your childhood team, like that'd be super legit. So, yeah, he said.
I know one thing that's gonna be better than mine.
So he sent some stuff out to. He sent to both me and A-Dubs.
Oh, okay.
I'm
like, you got two. I got one. What's up?
Well, I don't know. It's an XL A-Dub. I don't know if it's gonna fit you.
They're both XL?
I think so. Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, we'll do something with it. We'll put it on a teddy bear.
But yeah, man, he came through with the shirts. You know what I mean? There's a little note in there as well, so that's pretty cool.
That's what's up, though. Much love for sure.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
Let's keep doing your thing, Tyler. That's what's up, man. So yeah, we definitely appreciate that. That's what's up.
Yes, and we're glad he's already moved up since we talked to him last. We'll have to check in again, and we'll definitely be watching him.
We're gonna definitely get some Pacer jersey. I mean, some bases, something. You know,
I
don't know Old Depot stuff either. He's gone already, so
we gotta hit him up and ask him how Levert's doing. They found
get the extra.
We didn't talk about it, but they found a growth on his kidney. I think it was.
Yeah, because he had
the physical
MRI. Yeah. So
he thanked God for that trade because he probably never had to do a physical. You know,
absolutely, that's crazy.
Well, hopefully his situation turns out the best. But that is kind of crazy. That's scary.
Yeah.
Especially these athletes. I'm sure they feel invincible. They're young. They jump up and down and everything. You know what I'm saying? They're in great condition.
Never
know. So, all right, that's what's up, though. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there. For our permanent special guest Myra, we appreciate her. We'll definitely have her back soon. And Oladipo.
I'm having an Anthony.
I was laughing at you. Like, come on.
Yeah, man. We'll find that for sure. We'll be finding those on the low.
No, I'm trying to close out.
But we appreciate Mr. West. We appreciate all our slackers again, as always, tuning in with us, rocking with us. That was episode 73 of Say Like a Champ. More and more coming your way soon. I am A-Dub.
MLK and Miss Corella Scott King, baby. We love y'all forever, baby.
Absolutely.
One time.